As a mom of 3, the number one thing that has helped me maintain a home that feels peaceful is less inventory. It has also helped us come very, very close to reaching financial independence while still being able to spend money on the things that matter to us. Today, I'm going to share with you the things that we don't spend money on. The first one is entertainment subscriptions. I mean, like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney Plus. The reason we don't have those subscriptions is because, first of all, it's just a monthly expense that adds up over time. But the other reason is I think if we had subscriptions like that, we would end up watching more TV. Sometimes if we want to watch something, my husband and I like to watch building shows on YouTube, and they're free. And there's lots of them. The second one is kind of similar, toy subscriptions and beauty subscriptions. The reason for that is honestly is you get a lot of stuff that you otherwise wouldn't have bought. And so your house just fills up with stuff that you maybe didn't want. And also you're paying for stuff that you didn't really want. The next one is bath toys for kids. I don't have any bath toys. I let the kids play with Tupperware, or sometimes they'll take a truck up, one of their favorite trucks or cars or little figurines. So they just take some of their toys that are okay to be in the water and they play with those. Honestly, I have found that bath toys over time get really like moldy and gross. And also they take up more space. Now I have to have an extra category of toys to store. So we just use the toys that we already have, or even just like spoons or cups or Tupperware. The next one is pajamas for me and the kids. So this might sound odd, but here's the thing. When our oldest daughter was younger, she would put up a huge fight in the mornings to get changed into her shirt for the day. And so I just started putting the shirt, like a clean shirt for the next day, on at night. I mean, it's made out of the same material as pajamas, and then that makes the morning so much easier. In the morning, she gets up, she's already dressed on the top. Yay, it's a lot easier. And for me, I also don't wear pajamas. Honestly, I just wear an oversized big t-shirt, one of those t-shirts that you get at like fairs or, like from work. Sometimes we'll get like a promo t-shirt. And honestly, I have enough of those already, and I'll just wear that and some shorts, and that's it. Next one is gym memberships. I do not have a gym membership. I love to exercise. It keeps me healthy. I like to do yoga on YouTube. It's free. Specifically, I love following Yoga with Adrienne. If you've heard of her, she's awesome. She has these 30-day YouTube challenges. It's all free. She offers all the resources for free, and I can do it from home, which saves me time. And it's really easy for me to do. I usually exercise in the mornings before the kids get up. I take 20 to 30 minutes to do my yoga, and that's great. Physical books. I very, very rarely buy physical books. If there's a book that I really want, I will borrow it from a friend or from the library, or I will get it as an ebook. If I really want to own the book, I'll get it as an ebook, or honestly as an audiobook too. I actually love listening to books on audio. Our local library has an app where you can actually borrow audiobooks for free. So I will just listen to the books while I'm doing dishes or cleaning something. And that's awesome. The reason why I don't love having physical books is because they take up so much space to store. I know some people love displaying all their books, and I kind of get that vibe. I kind of like the look of that. But for me personally, I just don't want to have to deal with storing all those books. And the thing is, when you're done with them, when you want to get rid of them, good luck finding a thrift store that'll take books, okay? The thrift stores are already full with books. So you're really only left with, I don't know, gifting them to friends or throwing them out, which, I don't know, it's kind of painful. So I choose to... we have a few physical books, like some, like coffee table books that I love, or some that are like very, very meaningful to us, but it's really limited. They fit into like one little cubicle. Next one is one occasion clothing. What I mean by that are, for example, clothes that you would only wear for the Christmas seasons, like those kind of like cute Christmas sweaters with like ho, ho, ho on them. I love them on other people. I think they're really cute and fun. I've just decided that I don't want clothes in my wardrobe that I can only wear a certain like week or two throughout the year. The clothes that I own have to work really hard. I wear them all year round. Well, of course I have seasonal clothing, right? Like sweaters that I only wear in the winter, but I want them to fit the whole winter and not just a special season. Same goes with like Easter stuff, or I don't know what else, Halloween, any of those like holidays that you're like, you wouldn't wear a Christmas sweater in February. So I just don't own those things. Haircuts. We don't spend money on haircuts. I cut my husband's hair. I started that when we were dating. I started cutting his hair, and I cut my son's hair and my daughter's hair, and I cut my own hair. Now, with the exception, I think 2 summers ago when I opened my own therapy practice, I got some professional headshots done, and I thought, if I'm going to have those out and about, I should probably have someone touch my hair who knows what they're doing. So I got my hair cut professionally and this last summer because I chopped off my hair real short, and I also thought that should probably be done by someone who knows what they're doing. But those are the only two exceptions. Other than that, in the last 20 years, I cut my own hair. Ever since getting married, I've asked my husband to cut my hair, and I think going forward, I will have my husband cut my hair again. With cutting my husband's hair, I'm not a professional hair designer or hair cutter, and I can appreciate someone who's really learned the skill. So I'm not saying that's something that just like easy and anyone can do, but what I did is I went on YouTube and I looked up tutorials on how to cut men's hair, and to be honest, the first few tries weren't amazing, but with time I got better, and now he's pretty content and I like it, and it saves time and money. Honestly, we don't have to make an appointment. We just do it after the kids are down at night. I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of fun, and we chat while I cut his hair. And takeout. We really, really rarely get takeout food. It's really only in situations where if we move and we don't have a kitchen set up and we'll get some food, or if we're traveling. But really, during everyday life, we don't get takeout. We cook at home. My husband is also really good about taking lunch to work, so he doesn't buy any lunch at work either. Kids' school pictures. We don't purchase those pictures that the school takes of our kids. It's not that I don't love having pictures of our kids. In fact, my phone is full of pictures of my kids, and that's exactly the reason why I don't want to pay money for the school pictures. My phone is full of super cute, candid pictures of our kids, and I love those, and I'll print those and hang those up, but I don't see the value for us. I don't want to buy those pictures with a bland background where they're just I haven't quite decided on yearbooks. Our oldest is she's in her third year. She's in kindergarten now, so we're just starting to be in the school time of life. So we haven't quite decided what we're going to do about yearbooks. On the one hand, I can see the value of having the memories and being able to flip through pictures of the year. But on the other hand, it's a huge book you have to store, and they just over the years. And honestly, I don't know. Do you used to look at your yearbook pictures from kindergarten and first, second grade? I don't know. Do you? Leave me a comment down below. Am I neglecting my children for not buying their yearbooks? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Bottled water. We do not buy bottled water. Again, if we're in a pinch and we're out and about, but that usually doesn't happen because if I'm out and about and I need my water, I will have a glass water bottle. And yes, I do love the purified water that you can buy in bottles, but we just have a filter at home that my husband actually built himself out of 2 aluminum pots, and we bought the Berkey filters and we just maneuvered it in. So we use that to bring water if we're out and about. It saves money and it saves the planet. The next one is paid apps. I do not have any apps that I have to pay for. I feel like there's enough free resources, and there's nothing. I've yet to discover something that I would need to pay for in an app that I feel would add so much value to my life that I would want to pay for it. New phones. We don't buy new phones typically. We just buy them used and refurbished. And so far they've worked just fine for us. Coffee to goes. Again, one of those categories that sometimes, sure, I will if I'm out. I don't know the last time I went window shopping with a girlfriend. It's been a hot minute just with little kids. But if I do, I might treat myself to a coffee to go. I do enjoy that in general. We have an espresso machine at home that makes really good coffee. So if I am going somewhere and I want coffee there, I will just make a coffee at home and bring it in my travel mug. Or sometimes if we go out for coffee, we'll sit down for coffee. But that you're driving somewhere and you stop for coffee and to go, we don't typically do that. Disposable tableware. So cups, silverware, plates, those kind of things we do not buy on a weekly basis. We always use our regular dishes. And for parties, we actually try to as well. There's one exception we had, I think, was it this last year? We celebrated me becoming a citizen, and we invited our whole family to the backyard, and that was over 30 people. And it was outside, so we decided to get we had some plastic cups and napkins or whatever. But usually for our regular day-to-day life, we don't buy those. And even for parties, if it's small enough that we have all the silverware and stuff, we just prefer using our own dishes. Impulse knickknacks. I'm talking about the $1 section at Target or any store where you walk in and they have those cutesy little mugs and candles and whatnot that lure you in. And of course they're super cute, and I have that part of me that's I want that, but I always resist the urge because honestly, if you do that every time you go to the store, you just collect all these things. It also really saps your budget over time. So I really don't buy those unless it was on my list to buy a cute candle or a cute mug, in which case, yeah, then I'll buy them. Shaving cream. I don't buy shaving cream. I just use soap or coconut oil. Makeup remover. I always use coconut oil. It is super healthy. It works to remove the darkness under your eyes, and it's natural, and it really doesn't hurt my eyes or anything. So, and it works really well. Bread. We don't buy bread. I make our own bread. Being that I'm from Germany, I love kind of like the high quality, more nutrient dense bread. And I feel like a lot of the bread that you buy at grocery stores are just that like white squishy bread. And while it tastes good, it doesn't really have a lot of nutrients. And if you want to go to like an actual bakery and buy some really high quality bread, you're just going to spend a lot of money, which is fine. That's fair, right? But I've just decided to bake our own bread. I don't mind it. It's very simple bread that I make, and our kids love it, and we eat a lot of it. So that works out really well. And our kids have also started helping us making the bread. So that's really fun. They love helping me mix ingredients and stir and knead the dough. I recently also started making my own granola. It's super yummy. And so I've actually completely stopped buying cereal, at least for now. And I love how the granola tastes, and I love that I know exactly what's in it. And it's also a lot cheaper than buying it at the store. Cupcake liners. I have silicone cupcake liners, and they work great. They're easy to use. They also don't really stick, and they're reusable. Fast fashion or keeping up with fashion, I typically try to buy things that fit my body shape, my body type, and that are somewhat timeless that I can wear for the next 10, 15 years. Decor that's purely for decoration. What I mean by that is that the things that I hang up on my wall or set up on shelves have to kind of serve an extra purpose, like either they're sentimental, or they hold a picture of friends and family, or they hold flour or sugar, but I don't have any decoration that's just because it's pretty, with the exception of plants. Plants are they're just pretty. I guess they purify the air, so they have that extra purpose, right? But I do feel like plants make the home really cozy, so I do love plants. Single purpose gadgets, especially in the kitchen. The things that I have in my kitchen have to work really hard. If there's a gadget that I can replace with a spoon or a knife, I don't keep that gadget. I guess with the exception of a can opener, I guess I don't know how else I would open can. If you have an idea, let me know. But I guess the can opener is the only thing that as a single purpose gadget. Oh, I guess another exception are champagne flutes, but honestly, champagne flutes, we get the champagne flutes out for special occasions and my little indulgence. Pre-cut veggies and fruit, those pre-cut veggies and fruit that you get at the grocery stores, nicely packaged. It's so much added value, like what you pay for, and I don't mind cutting it up myself at home. So I steer clear of those. All right, well, that was my list of things that we don't buy. Leave me in the comment down below. What do you not spend money on? I'm really curious. If you like this video, you're probably also going to like this video where I talk about how we as a family of 5 save 70% of our income and are working towards financial independence. Or this video where I share if I had to start from zero on our journey to financial independence, the exact 5 steps that I would start today. And until next time, have an awesome week. Bye.